What is up, guys? Generic overly enthusiastic nostalgia bait YouTuber number 56 here, and can we smash the like button, because if this video gets 500 likes, I will eat a pack live on camera. You heard it here first. Smash that fucking like button. No, but could you imagine if my channel was like that? Anyway, hey guys, there's some new Subterror support, and let me show you the preview of what they said it was going to be, because basically this happened in stages. I actually had a video planned just based off of the original sentences that they have here, but then it actually just got leaked, so I don't have to make that video. I mean, fuck me, I spent an hour editing it. Anyway, so a couple days ago, this line sort of appeared. I think Jeff Jones was the first person to notice it. It's on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website for the pack that this is in, which is, I think, 2 packs away or something. Who knows? But anyway, it said they went into hiding after Maximum Crisis, but now Spiral and the Subterrors have returned with Link monsters to update their strategies for a new era of dueling. Summon a Subterror Link monster that can hit the field with up to 4,400 attack, gets your best flip monsters onto your deck, and then summons them. And that was all we had to go on. They also had some information on the Spirals, but I actually don't care about that, even though we now know that the Spiral guy is a lot better. But when I first read this, I thought that I immediately knew that the 4,400 attack thing was just a giant clickbait pile of shit. In that I knew that, I mean, big attack points are what the casual players want to see, but I figured it would be something like, when you link summon this gains like 500 attack for every face down monster on your opponent's side of the field. Something that could technically get it to 4,400 attack points, but that would never happen in real life. And that's sort of true, but we'll get to that in a second. And then the next effect I was really excited about. It gets your best flip monsters out of your deck and then summons them. Like, that's actually really cool, and I was pretty excited for it. I was thinking about ways to do this. I didn't know if they were going to make this Link 2 or Link 3. I was thinking like King Kabayu is really good for it, and Subterror Nemesis Warrior is really good at putting free material for stuff on the board. Even Fiendus is a 1-card 2-effect monsters. That's pretty cool. What I didn't realize is that I got baited. I got fucking baited by Konami. Let's post everything you need to know about this monster. It is called Subterror Behemoth Apparition. Yeah, I don't even think that's how you spell apparition. I don't know. It's in Japanese for now, so who knows what it's going to be when it comes out. It is a Link 2 Earth Worm Link effect monster. That's awesome, and it's Link 2, so it doesn't take 3 monsters. Its attack is 2,000, and its links are the bottom left and bottom right, so it doesn't give any link zones to your opponent. That's really awesome. And then you get to the materials, and you just want to kill yourself, because it says materials 2 flip monsters. And it doesn't even matter what the effect, I mean, I guess it matters what the effect is, and we'll talk about it, but when the materials are 2 flip monsters, it basically just is a big fuck you to all Subterror players, because all of your free materials aren't flip monsters, you know? This could have said the materials should have been 2 Subterror monsters. That would have been fine. It could have even said, I don't know, at least one Subterror monster and then something else. So you could have made it off King Kabayu, or you could have made it off Subterror Nemesis, but you can't. It's just, why would you make this card? There are so few flip effect monsters in the game. It's actually only 32 in the TCG right now, and like a third of those are Subterror monsters, and a third of them are Shaddoll monsters. Which, by the way, this card's really just meant for Shaddolls, but we'll get to that. Let me just show you the effects here. So the 2 effect is once per turn, but the 1 effect is this card gains 100 attack times the total original levels of its Subterror monster link materials. This is obviously how we're getting baited with the attack gain. You're going to gain some attack off this, but you're never going to gain up to 4,400. That's just ridiculous. The 2 effect, which is arguably the most important one, you can activate this effect, send 1 flip monster from your deck to the grave, and if you do, you special summon 1 monster from your hand to a zone this card points to in face down defense position. That's awesome. Getting rid of flip monsters out of the deck is pretty cool. It loads up your grave for like Fiendus and stuff to get to exactly what you need. And special summoning from the hand is like okay, I guess. Obviously this card can't be flip face down, so that this sort of makes up for that fact. And then the third effect is once per turn, if a monster this card points to is flip face up, add 1 flip monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Like what the why? My mind is just blown here, because the the 2 and the 3 effects, and even the materials should just change Flip to Subterror, because then this card wouldn't be so shitty. You know what I'm saying here? If you take a look at this effect and read it that way, it becomes so much better. I mean, when you summon it, you just send a Subterror to the grave and then special a guy from your hand. That's pretty cool. Once per turn, if something that is linked to, or that the card is point to, flips face up, you just add a Subterror to your hand. That's pretty good. Is it overpowered? No, because Subterrors aren't the best archetype. But it's definitely solid, and it makes up for the rest of this card. But by putting it to Flip Monsters, it makes this card virtually... Well, first of all, it's pretty hard to summon. I mean, you'd have to invest 2 behemoths to summon this. And yeah, I suppose there's going to be some naysayers in the comment section saying, "What? Wait, Doug, you can play Chewbone to summon this, or Fairy Tale Sleeper." And it's like, yeah, I guess you could play those cards, and maybe like the most practical is like Prediction Princesses, kind of. But the whole problem with Subterrors right now, and sort of from the beginning of their creation, is that they don't have any starter cards. Hidden City sort of is a starter card, but even with there's no 1-card combos with Hidden City. There's not even a lot of 2-card combos with Hidden City. It's usually 3 or 4-card combos, and this doesn't help with it. This actually hurts you because it's... I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt you too bad because you just put one on the extra deck, but there's no efficient way to summon this in Subterrors, and that's sort of the main problem. However, I will say... this card's fucking amazing in Shaddolls. Shaddolls have plenty of ways, especially if Construct ever gets unbanned. They have plenty of ways to put Flip Monsters on the board, and the 2 effect just sends a Shaddol to the grave, and specials a guy from your hand. And the important part about the special summoning effect is that it doesn't restrict you to a Flip Monster. It's just special summon a monster from your hand. That's really good. There might be some cool combos with that. But then this is basically just like a mini Construct almost, because you could just send a Shaddol to the grave. And then adding the Flip Monsters from your deck or grave to the hand is really cool, because it actually recycles the Shaddolls you use, because a lot of times when using Shaddolls, you don't have like a ton of copies of the more obscure ones, like Dragon. A lot of people only play 1 Dragon back when the deck was popular. And I mean, in 2000 attack isn't like super great, but it also sets you up for 2 extra deck spots, so you can then summon like a Construct and a Winda. And I don't know, it honestly feels like this card was designed for Shaddolls. And you might say that maybe Konami slipped up. Maybe they didn't mean this to be a Subterror monster. Maybe they meant for the Subterror and Spiral Link monsters to just be sort of things you can throw in other decks. But then you look at the Spiral Link monster, which I guess I can just throw its effect up on the screen real quick. And it's like, not only is it very clearly meant to really help out spirals. I mean, it really fixes them a lot. And I'm not a spiral expert, but I know that Bobby Kenny, one of the resident spiral experts, is really excited about that card. But it's clearly designed to improve the quality of dueling experience that you receive from playing spirals. And then we go to the Subterror one, and it's disappointingly irrelevant. It doesn't help what the deck is trying to do. The problem with Subterrors right now is that they don't have any starter cards. They need another card like Hidden City. Actually, they really just need a Spiral Resort that just switches all the spirals for Subterrors. That'd be good. I was asking for a Ghost Trick Scare for a while and finally got it, and it's really good, but it's like, a lot of the times with Subterrors, your opponent just grinds you down to 2 cards, and you actually just can't play the game because your deck's so slow. And you can do a lot of stuff when you have like a bunch of combo cards in hand, and you can do some pretty impressive combos that end with really cool fields that maybe a lot of people don't know about if you don't play Subterrors. But I don't know, this card just seems like it's too little too late. I would have much rather them have literally anything else. I think, I don't know, like another spell, a Brilliant Fusion perhaps. Maybe that's a little too greedy. Obviously any deck is gonna be a little better with a Brilliant Fusion, but just anything that like got their plays going. Maybe a Foolish Burial that also rotated for a Subterror, so you could set up your grave for Phoenix and add the Phoenix to your hand. Would that be overpowered? No, it wouldn't be. The Subterrors don't need something overpowered to make them at least a rogue contender. They have a lot of things going for them. Nemesis Warrior is really good at recovery. Phoenix is a really good negation card and good at special summoning things. Hidden Steady is actually a really good field spell. Maybe it's just because it's a rota and then it flips things face up. Maybe the attacking effect isn't super relevant. But there's like 3 really solid cards there, and then Stalagmo and Umastrix are actually pretty good boss monsters. So it's like, what could they have given them? I don't know, like any sort of spell card. We don't need trap cards. We don't need more monsters that just clog your field and don't actually accomplish anything. This card doesn't do anything for Subterrors, and it's just, it's frustrating. I got really excited coming up with new ideas for how a Subterror monster, with the description they gave us, could fix Subterrors. Like, if this Subterror monster, if you could summon this with one Subterror monster or even two Subterror monsters, not just flip monsters, and then it just specialed Subterror from your deck when you summoned it, that'd be pretty fucking good, and I would probably play it. And it's like I said earlier, you'll still play this card, it's just not gonna make a difference. This is not good enough to make me want to take Subterrors to a regional qualifier, and I don't know what will be, but it's certainly not Link monsters. I really hope if they start giving Link monster support to like legacy decks that they've looked at in the past, I really hope it's not all just shitty stuff like this Subterror. And I hate to be hard on the card because I'm glad that Konami's at least acknowledging that Subterrors exist in the OCG. And maybe this shows that they'll get more cards. I really doubt it though. This is probably just like Beatrice, where it's just the last card that they get. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure that all of you already have. Let me know in the comments below what you think. But I'll see you guys later. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with Subterrors going forward. I don't know if I'm going to play them. Maybe the crawlers, I think, have some flip effects. Those are pretty good, but we'll have to see. I'll see you guys later, though. Bye.